Hello, I will be talking about Maple today. Maple is a program that allows you to perform mathematical operations on equations. I will be going over some basic functions of Maple in this and the next tutorial. In this tutorial, I will go over equations and basic commands, while the next tutorial will be reserved for plotting. First, Maple must be open. The desktop should have a shortcut icon to Maple with a maple leaf on it. Double-click to open it. Otherwise, click Start and search all programs for Maple. Once Maple is open, we can start typing. For mathematical operations, we want the Math button to be selected. If we wanted to add text to the math operations, we would select the Text button. For right now, we want the Math button to be selected. First, we will go over how to enter an equation in Maple. Let's start with a simple equation. Type 2 plus 2 and hit Enter. That will cause Maple to run, solving the equation. The answer will appear in the next line down in the center of the screen. The number 4 should appear. Also, on the far right, the equation number will appear. For this case, since this is the first mathematical operation we perform, the number 1 will be there. Then, to add text, select the Text button at the top of the page. Then whatever is typed will be bold red. Put quotation marks around the text and add a semicolon at the end of the text after the second quotation mark. This will prevent Maple from calculating mathematically whatever is typed within the quotation marks. Words can also be used here. The Enter button must be pressed after each command to be executed. The default for Maple is to solve an equation for an exact number. So if 1/3 plus 3/5 is typed in, Maple will output 14 divided by 15. However, if a decimal place is needed, the eval command can be used. If eval and the equation that is wanted to be solved is typed in, Maple will output the decimal to 10 digits. The percentage sign inputs the last typed command and can be used here. For this command, the answer is 0.93 repeating. Also, for the eval command, the number of digits can be specified by inputting an integer of how many digits you would like within the parentheses, separated the command by a comma. This is shown for pi. To simplify an equation, it can be as simple as just typing in a numerical value, like 125 divided by 5, in which the outcome is 25. Or an equation can be typed in variables, such as 2 times s squared divided by 4 times s, in which the outcome will be 1/2. If an equation is overly complicated, the simplify command can be used to help Maple realize what needs to be done to the equation. In Maple, you can also store values for variables. To set x equal to 42, type in x equals 42. The colon is very important to put into here. Then, by typing in x and hitting enter, the result should be 42. You can also set variables equal to an equation like y equals r minus 5. Then, if you wanted to set another variable, like z equal to x minus y, Maple will simplify the outcome, as you can see. To do derivatives in Maple, you can use the diff command. Type in diff parentheses 2g squared, comma g, and parentheses, and then press enter. The result is 4g, as expected. To use multiple derivatives, use another comma g within the parentheses for the number of derivatives you want to take. For example, here's a double derivative. For integrals, it is the same procedure as shown. You can also include boundary conditions. For this example, I've set the boundary conditions from -1 to 1. The restart command sets all variables equal to themselves instead of any number they have been set to previously. After calling it, an x will equal x again. A colon will suppress an output of a command. The plot command will plot an equation. This is a plot of x equals 2. For Bessel functions, the first number is order of the Bessel function, and then after the comma is the equation. For using Greek letters in Maple, capitalization is important. If pi is capitalized, it will call up the number. If pi is lowercase, it will call up the symbol to be used as a variable. Also, the Greek letters can be found in the left sidebar under Greek. This ends this first Maple tutorial.